Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to Sangra'Qur once again. A little while ago I asked you guys for feedback and ideas for the future city plan of Sangra'Qur and you guys really delivered. I've been studying all of these suggestions, but also the pictures of inspiration you've sent and just the ideas you've written in the Discord channel for Sangra'Qur, and put them into my mental smoothie blender and tried to make some kind of overall plan for this place, taking all of your guys' suggestions into consideration. So let's take a look at the plan I have created for this place here, and then later on I will take you into the in-game version and just kind of tour about and talk to you guys a little bit more in detail. I think it's easier to understand the idea I have and the vision I have for this place when we're in-game and not just looking at maps. Alright, we are now in first person and in-game where we can take a look at everything more in detail, and I will try to explain my visions about the different places I have planned. And again, this is the first draft, so if you have other ideas, just keep them coming and we will adjust the plan over time. And of course, it is a Minecraft build, stuff will change, so just let me know with any other ideas you have. But let's see if I can try to give you an idea of what I have in mind, okay? And this is, as I've said, kind of a combination of all of your plans and also my ideas. The problem is, it's quite big. It's going to be a huge build, and I have trouble loading everything in here on the server. But it will work, I think. The first thing I want to point out is this massive road intersection here. This was suggested by one of you guys, more or less exactly like this, and I just love the idea. I love the way it looked on the map. So definitely wanted to implement that. And the idea is the main gate will be here, right in front of the main pyramid, and you come in here and we have this big circular intersections with just like this road sticking all over the place like a sun or a wheel or something. And in the middle there's going to be a massive monolith or some kind of pyramid shape or some kind of statue, I don't know, but some kind of monument in the middle here. It will also be connected with like an outer road, as you can see here, and then there will be like foliage or something in the middle of all of these areas here. So it will be like a big plaza once you come in here, or a boulevard or something like that. And then these green things here will be like statues. So there's going to be statues surrounding and kind of guarding the center of this place, which will lead to the pyramid. From here we have roads going all over the place, and in the beginning they will be completely straight like you can see, but then they will open up and turn into more of a dynamic city. I don't want it to look like it's built on a complete grid or just have a lot of these long straight streets, but these will be the main streets, and then there's going to be smaller streets all over this place here connecting all of that. And this might change a little bit over time as well, but to begin with, this is the shape we're going for, okay? I will redirect the river here, probably just making it look like an organic river that connects up there. I had an initial idea of having follow these blue lines here, but one of you guys suggested to have a double wall design for this place, so I might add a double wall, especially for the front here, like some kind of barbican in front of this main gate, and then redirect the river to use that as a moat. So either we do it like an organic river, or we make it like an artificial change of the river, so it looks like more of a canal or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. And then the city wall will follow this circular curve in the middle, and then wrap around and move over to these other places. All right. The wall will also follow this side of the river here, so it's going to be using the river as a moat, at least for a little bit here. So it will follow these red lines here like that, and then it will gap over the river and meet up with this mountain here, which is also some sort of natural battlement or barricade here. So it will connect up with that, so that will like separate from the surrounding desert here. As you can see, I've also added a couple of these bridges here, which will be like the main bridges. There might be smaller bridges and stuff, but these will be like the main areas to move around. Yep. And these areas here will be mainly for just like normal downtown. So not the slums or not the poorest areas, and not the noble district or higher class citizens, just normal people. Here, built into the wall here, I want to build an amphitheater. I like that idea. A lot of you guys suggested that, so I want to build that and maybe carve out a little bit of this mountain here and just kind of have that as a big building here, and then we're gonna have some buildings and plazas and stuff on this section here. Over here on this side, it will be the military district, and there's gonna be a small wall surrounding it, like this peninsula here, and then on the top of this little mountain here, or not on the top, but like this little flat area here, there's going to be a military fort as well. So it's going to be a fort, and around that there's going to be a wall, and then within there is we're going to have a lot of different military barracks and stuff. So that's going to be really cool, built up on here, which is awesome. This green circle over here, connected to the pyramid, will be the gardens. So this is going to be like the castle gardens that are not really the castle gardens, but as you probably have seen in the previous videos, there are gardens all over the place inside or within the castle walls. So this will be another garden, and it's going to be circular. I think it's going to look really cool from above, and it's centered around the corner of this pyramid here. So I think that's going to look awesome. And then over here, let's just flow back. You can see how slow I'm moving. It kind of tells you the scale of this place. Here, if you just can get over here, this will be castle utilities, and by that I mean we're gonna have more houses for servants, we're gonna have smiths, we're gonna have all sorts of buildings that will be used to kind of run the castle that are not built within the castle. And one of the reasons for that is, as some of you suggested, we probably have a little too few beds for the servants, especially for this castle here. I don't know how many we have, but we probably have like 20 or 30 beds, but we should probably have a lot more. So that will be built here, and that's this section here, and then maybe following around. We'll see how much space we need, and all these sorts of areas will merge somewhat, but it's going to be on this side of the river here. Really cool. And then I want to have a market here as well. Here we have on this marker here, so a small market. So when you come into the city, there's going to be a market right around here, and then that will fade into normal residence areas. All right, and let's move over here. This red outline you can see, it's going to be an inner walled city for the higher class. And then it's going to be elevated a little bit above the rest of the city. Not so tall that it's going to make it easier to capture the castle, but it's going to be slightly elevated, as you can see here. Maybe a little bit more than that, but it's going to be elevated. And then there's going to be bridges crossing this diagonal road here and over to another section here, which also is going to be elevated. So it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to look awesome once we have this big road going through here. And then we're going to have bridges kind of crossing between the different sections here. It's going to look really cool. And over here I want to have another pyramid, some sort of temple. And as I've said, I want to have more temples and pyramid shapes just to create a really cool skyline. But at least one here, because I want to build it like into this intersection here on diagonal. It's going to be cool, and we're probably going to have a lot more pyramids as well. I think I'm going to have one at least on this opposite side here of this main intersection here. Down here I want to have an oasis, so some sort of water feature, and I want to make it look really cozy. Like there's going to be houses built around this place. It's going to be a really chill place. It's my idea, with palm trees and things. It's going to look super cozy, trying to create a really cool place around here. And then there's going to be a stream that kind of fills up this oasis here, which wraps around here and up to here somewhere. I might change the location a little bit, but this is going to be baths. and it's going to be like a thermal bath where we have water coming up from the ground, heated up, and then have like a nice bath here. It could be quite big. I'm open for anything, so again, if you have ideas, just let me know. And then from the bath, the water will follow this blue trail here down to the water there. So that's going to look really cool, and we could move it even further up here, I think. We'll see. Stuff will change, just to at least get the inspiration flowing here a little bit. On this little hill here, I want to build a library or a temple. So some kind of, yeah, library temple is actually what I've written here. I want to have a big building here, big facility where we have a library, but also like a temple sort of feature, probably shaped a little bit like a pyramid, or at least parts of it will be shaped like a pyramid. In this flat plains area here, we will have a bazaar. So I think this is the bazaar. Yeah, some kind of grand bazaar like you see in Istanbul, where we have like covered areas and just a lot of market stalls, and it's gonna look really cool. And I want to have a big feature which you can see from the sky and on the map as well. When we get down to the water here, you can see the red line is where I want to have the city wall, and that will extend out to a lighthouse on the peninsula here. It's going to be quite big. Some of you guys suggested something like the lighthouse of Alexandria, which is massive. Probably won't go that scale, but something similar could look really cool in this place here. And then the blue line here indicates where I want the docks to be. So we're gonna have like somewhat of a straight line, which is gonna be like the docks for all the boats, and we might move it around a little bit and get it so we get it deep enough. But yeah, the docks or the port will be down here. Might make like a wave breaker or some kind of way to make the harbor more still, I guess, or sheltered. But we'll see. This is at least where I want to have the port initially. The shape of it could change. And yeah, let me show you a little bit of the ideas I'm working with here as well. I'm trying to come up with some designs for the houses here. I don't want the houses to be too big. I want the houses to really make the pyramid look out of this world. So the scale I'm going for is probably a little bit smaller than Osterham, but I think it's going to look cool, and especially for a big city like this, having tons of these small houses, and I want them to be all really like intertwined, and as you can see, like we have staircases all over the place, and just make it look super messy. And yeah, so this is an outcast, I don't know, draft of some of the ideas I have for the houses, and yeah, we might vary the scale a little bit. And then this is my initial design for the city walls. If you have ideas for what we could do better, leave me some pictures in my Discord channel and we might change it up, but I think this is a fitting wall design for the city walls. So guys, that is the plan I have so far for Sangra'Qur. Thank you so much for all the ideas you came with from the previous video. It's really helped me, and it's given me a lot of ideas, and there's even stuff there that I haven't like built into the plan now, but I have written it down to do in the future when we see how the city evolves, because yeah, it's really hard to plan everything out 100%. It's easier to kind of plan out some main features and then go with the flow eventually. So yeah, that is it for today's video, and pretty soon I will be coming out with a video where I actually start building this place, which is going to be awesome. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.